What is up, guys? Jake here with the next Vainglory video. I figured since the first build I did was a Taka for you guys, I will show you some Taka play in action. Did a guild group here, and actually it was pretty funny because the TNR there on the other team stands for the North Remembers. We randomly got matched up with a group of theirs from their Vainglory guild, I suppose, and had a good match. I had fun. You see a Cruel Sky and Catherine against Taka, Adagio, and Vox. So we are ready to go, and with this one, I went CP build. You know, I talked about in the build video for you guys. If the laner's going weapon power, I'll go CP. If the laner's going crystal power, I'll go weapon power. So just go opposite. It's going to make you a little bit harder to defend against. But normal stuff at the start. You know, Adagio running with me. We're going to let him get first hits and then come back and get the kills, start farming up. Takes a little while at first, especially with Adagio, because he's not like super tanky or anything. So you see there, he's taking a beat, and luckily he has a heal spell, and also obviously he has the ability to get heals from those minions after I kill them. So he's all right. Come down to our fronts, grab that, and just go get our first shop in. I grabbed just another weapon power item, just a tier 1 item. Getting a little lag here, so I got just bouncing around a little on me. Sorry about that. But anyways, no big deal. It's just farming, and that's all we're doing is going back and forth a couple of cycles, working our way forward. And then I believe we'll go shop one more time, then we'll go up and just remind. Actually, before we even shop, we're going to go up and remind Sky that they are going against a Taka. So give her a little poke, flip, and another hit. So, take about half her life away, make her retreat back, and again, just keep her on her toes. Make her know that she can't just press the lane whenever she wants to, that we are watching. Get the fronts taken care of, and then back to the store. Obviously, even though I'm going crystal power like I talked about in the video, I'm going tension bow first. So right here is our first little skirmish. Cruel comes down, we're coming in and taking their fronts. I just basically stay on their fronts till they're dead right there. I think he actually gets the last hit. But from there, I turn my attention towards Cruel, put a few shots on him, and he's going to retreat back. Catherine's still there, so we all just sort of turn our focus to her. She's going to retreat back, and we just don't pursue right here. You see Adagio is very low life. We decided to just let them run away. We did get one of their fronts at least and go back to the store. I did grab that Swifty got there, that little Swift shooter. Get a little bit more attack speed for those skirmishes and also for the farming. It just makes it go a lot smoother, a lot quicker. So got that even before I finished my tension bow. Grab these backs. Sky being a little bit aggressive up there with Vox. So we come down and grab our fronts. I think we go to the store one more time here. I grab that piercing. Oh, we're getting a fight before it even happens here. They come over, they want to engage. So we're putting some good damage on them there. They're having to turn and focus on Adagio. So I'm putting some good shots onto Cruel. Very smart to get grouped up like that, because when you're like that, you see I'm actually putting a few shots on Catherine. That's not intentionally. It's just hard to tap the exact target you want. So I retreat, go invisible, kind of mess with them a little bit here, and go ahead and finish Cruel off right there. Now Catherine is all by herself. Everybody's has rotated down, and she is 3-on-1, and that's going to be that for her. So we win that skirmish. Right here, we decided to go ahead and grab the gold mine, take it out pretty much uncontested, I believe. I don't think they even go for it here. Yeah, we get the payout. So good early win for us right there. I come over, I'm low life, out of power, but I want to go ahead and grab their fronts and our fronts, and then I call back home, do a little shopping, and just work my way back towards the fight. Grab the tension bow. Let's see, what am I going towards there? From there, I'm switching over to crystal power, so just wait until I have enough cash to buy one of those bits, crystal bits, and I will be heading towards that first crystal power item. Right here, getting our backs, just watching, making sure that they're not pressing our turret or anything like that. But pretty much right now, we're in control after winning those first few skirmishes against Cruel. Right there, grab those 2 crystal bits. And I actually remember that I did not want the 2 crystal bits, but it was a little bit too late, but no big deal. Let's see, going forward, we get the fight right here at the store. We catch him shopping. You see, Cruel takes a ton of damage as Vox rotated down just right there. So he runs off. We turn our focus to Catherine, take her out. Sky rotates down, does get a nice stun on Adagio and a forward barrage that doesn't really hit much. Then I go invis, come around. You see Vox getting a few shots, and boom, I get the kill right there. She came down sort of the wrong time. I mean, it was a good attempt to try to help her team out, but when you're 3-on-1 like that, and Cruel had already retreated, pretty tough fight for her. So right there, I went ahead and got my blazing salvo. I'm going for that alternating current, and I talked about that in the build as well, just because the attack speed is so much more helpful right now than just building straight crystal power. You've already got that extra weapon damage, and also I like doing that. We come up and watch for Sky. She's fighting a little bit in the lane here, We want to try to get a good gank on her. So come in, tension bow goes off, get a few good shots, and get the kill. She does get her ultimate off and lands on us, but no big deal. We get out of there with just a little bit of damage taken. Heading back down towards the jungle here. We really want to protect the gold mine at this point. It's almost full, so we don't want to let them slip in the back door and get it on us. Did I get that? No, not yet. Not yet. Just waiting. We're just hanging out, basically, more or less. You see, we put a candy on the menu on the gold mine there, just making sure they don't get a chance to steal this before it pays out. And I think in just a moment they do come down and actually try to get it. We'll see here. Just building up my gold, waiting for enough to buy that alternating current. Again, it's pretty expensive. I think it's 1,000 gold even after you have both the tier 2 items that build towards it. Yeah, right here they come down, they go for the gold mine, they're trying to get it for the payout, put an ultimate onto Sky, then a flip onto her, so she has to retreat. The ultimate comes in from Adagio, very nice. Sky still hanging out, putting those forward barrages down, but right there, boom, boom, 2 kills. She has no choice but to run away. They do not get the gold payout. We do, and I go come in and take a little bit of their jungle just as a penalty. So right there, a lot of gold. Just got another payout, 1,400. Going to run down to the store after I get their front. So if you'll notice here, we've taken their fronts and their middle several times now. That adds up, and it builds up pretty quick. So right there, got my tier 2 crystal, just building towards that still. Not got enough gold, but getting close. It's a very expensive item. Right here, get those backs. Now I've got enough to buy it. Level 9 just now, so that's pretty good too. Right there, get that alternating current. Now I want to go towards Aftershock. Grab the first building block for that, and come up back to the lane. You see Sky's up there. Gonna start putting some pretty good damage on right here. You see just a few shots. She's got about 1/3 of her life left, so that's good enough to run her off the lane. And just again remind her that if she hangs out there at all or gets somewhat aggressive, she could pay with her life there. They do come back into the lane. I think they actually might get Fox here or get real close, but Sky already was low life, had to get out of there. Catherine takes a few shots from the turret and a few shots from me. That's enough to almost kill her. Catch Cruel running away, so I want to go ahead and press him a little bit, flip out of his ability there, get the ultimate on, and boom, right there, goes down. Catherine's left all by herself, has to retreat. And right here we decide we're going to push this turret a little bit. It's low life. I'm just going to focus on Catherine and keeping her run off so that everybody else can focus on that turret, and boom, it goes down. I take a few shots, but I don't die, and we get the turret, so it was definitely a success. Come back down, grab their fronts yet again. I think we've gotten their fronts more times than they have at this point. Get that chronograph and that Eclipse Prism, so I'm really close to getting that Aftershock at this point. That would be 3 Enlight items, and I start getting pretty nasty when it comes to putting out damage at that point. Get our backs. Just rotating around, doing our normal thing. Again, the gold mine's almost full, and it's getting close to paying out, so we want to hang out, make sure that we're not going to get that stolen from us. We want that gold. That's a big swing if they were to be able to grab that. I do see Sky up in the lane again, so I come up. She's doing her forward barrage. I just flip in, put some good damage on her, and I probably get a little too aggressive here. Cruel comes in with the stun and hits me and puts quite a bit of damage on me, and they've got Frostburn, so I'm slowed right there, you can see. And Cruel probably has... what's the ability? I can't even think of it now. Shiver Steel. I don't know for sure. I'll look at the end of the match if he had that, but very, very slowed right there. So they almost got me, but was able to run away. We still had to come down and want to make sure they don't get our gold mine. It is just moments away from paying out here. Once that does, I will be able to go in, get that Aftershock, and things will be looking up. So right here, we all sort of meet down at the store at the same time. I'm just a little bit of gold away from that Aftershock. So I come over and grab a little bit of farm. Few shots there. They are going to engage. You can tell Catherine's just waltzing right over, puts the stun on me. I try to get away. I'm pretty low life here as well. Just put a little damage on them and then just try to stay out of the fight. Make them use all their abilities onto Adagio, and then I come back in and put some more damage on them. So right there, again, they're standing on top of each other. Very, very smart. It's very hard to pick Cruel out from Catherine. Use my ability again. You see that Vox did come down and take out Cruel. Sky's up in the lane. So we're just trying to fight them off here. They obviously had the advantage over me and Adagio, but Vox rotating down pretty much turned it. Right there you see a nice ultimate and a flip, and then that one more shot from that turret actually takes out Sky. I got credit for the kill, and I get my Aftershock. From here, I'm going defense. We had such an advantage in this fight, and the way things were going, I probably would have bought defense a little earlier, but just didn't see the need. So here I'm going towards that fountain. I want to make sure and get that built up. Waiting on Adagio to come down and first hit some of this stuff. Get a little bonus gold and give him a little gold. So right there, get our backs. Decide it's time to go ahead and grab the menu mine. We're at 14 and almost 15 minutes and hadn't got it yet. So we went ahead and grabbed that. It's quite a bit of gold. Plus just to, toughen up our minions a little bit. There's not a whole lot of laning going on at this point. I grabbed my tier 2 shield and the fountain, or excuse me, the life spring there, getting ready for that fountain. We're just waiting on them here, waiting on them to make a mistake, someone to get out of position and to get those minions off of our turret. Catherine comes up, and right here they catch us a little bit out of position. That's a bad place to fight when you're walking into an area with a bush like that where you can't see, you don't have any vision. So they pretty much jumped on us here. You see, I'm having to retreat. I come back and put an ultimate on Catherine, which probably wasn't the best move, but it did draw their attention away from a little bit. But right there, Vox goes down to Cruel, and I circle back around, waiting for some power to come back, and my ability just come up, and Catherine is almost dead. Go ahead and kill her and put my ultimate onto, I believe that was Cruel, but that was it. Cruel takes me out. Just couldn't get him down in time. So they do get the ace there. So things are looking better for them. An ace is a pretty big deal in this game. At the 15, 16-minute mark, you can get a lot of area covered, a lot of things cleaned up and caught up with that time. So back at the shop, waking up, just don't have enough gold for anything really just yet because didn't really do any farming since last shop. We come down. We know that we're worried about them taking the Kraken here, but they did not go for it, which is probably smart. I don't know if they could have got it done in time after that fight, but they might have. But we saw them at the shop there, so we're just sort of waiting, seeing if they're going to come up and try to Kraken or if they want to try to engage. We'll have the jump this time. There's the silence from Catherine, which was smart, putting it right in there. Jumping onto Sky, take her out very quickly. But Cruel is turning into, at this point, a handful. And we were on Discord, actually, and talked about it at this point of switching our focus to where we're bursting down Cruel instead of Sky. Because he was getting to where he was hard to defeat later in the fight. I'm sure he's got a breaking point. And once he gets that built up, it's hard to take him down. So I'm just circling around. I know they're probably going for the Kraken, so just trying to get out of there, use my stealth ability, and get away from Catherine. She's not able to chase me down, but I know they're on the Kraken still. It's just me up, and I'm almost dead. Probably should have just let them have it and called back here, but I decided it was worth trying to, maybe last shot it or something. Killed a few minions just to get them out of the lane, let our lane push back, and they probably saw me coming here with that scalp trap. You see they came over. I was exposed by the next one, and it was just didn't work. Didn't even have a chance to take the last shot. But they get the Kraken. I'm dead, but our guys are up. They're going to be able to start defending. That we haven't even lost a turret yet. So because of that, we're not too worried about one Kraken. That's manageable at this point. Just start focusing the Kraken down. They're putting damage on it the best they can. Obviously, they want to come up and fight right there in front of it. I grab my tier 2 boots and try to get up there as quickly as I can to help out. One turret already down. Here I focus onto Sky again. Probably should have gotten on Cruel, but no big deal. We really just wanted to run them off the Kraken so we could get some damage put on it. Again, they've only killed the one turret at this point, and you see how quickly we're burning down the Kraken here. I don't think they even get the second turret here. They almost get it, but we take him down before it actually dies. So right there, last hit, boom, yep. One more swing would have got it, but we take it out. Started to call back, but really didn't need, I don't have the gold to buy anything new. So just back to the farm, get those backs taken care of. Vox did go back home, but me and Adagio moving forward, getting our farm, dodging those scout traps, and then right here, switching over and grabbing Heavy Prism. This is the point where you can sort of go different ways that I talked about in the building video, depending on what they do. And what I ended up doing in this match was pretty stupid. I've built a broken myth, and there was no reason to. None of them were defending against Crystal Power. Right there, again, we took down Sky first. Maybe we hadn't talked about it yet. But anyways, you see I had to retreat. Cruel just got out of there. He took a little damage, but he got out of there. They're retreating now. They know it's 3-on-2. Very smart. They don't need to fight here. We want to fight. They don't want to. Cruel does come back in, though, and right there, I think they keep slowing me down. Look how slow I'm moving. But get my ultimate off on Cruel, flip. You see Vox putting some heat on him, and then right there, that tension bow goes off again, and that's enough to take him down. So we do get, I think that was the ace, actually. No, Catherine got away on that one. I think Catherine got away, so not the ace, but got some good damage, and we decided to go ahead and push this turret, I think. Yeah, I think we're clearing this lane, trying to push this turret. We've only got a little bit of time, but we know we can take it down pretty quickly. So right there, Vox putting out some. You can tell Vox has got his build up pretty good. Right there, I get Sky, jump on her. I would have had her here, but Catherine comes out. I don't know if she called back home or what, but just in time to stun us and put the silence on us and run us off. So there we go. We are running away. Again, I think something has got me slowed still. Look at their builds at the end, see how much slow they had, because it seems like they had quite a bit. Just go back into their jungle, take what we can, and get their minion mine, and pretty much get out of there. Go back and shop and get ready for the next fight. You see I've got 2,200 gold right here, almost 2,300, and I decided to buy that Broken Myth. I should have just got a Shatter Glass because, they didn't have any defense. Shatter Glass would have made them absolutely melt underneath the weight of my ultimate and all my other abilities. But no big deal. Do get the Broken Myth and just come back and finish off our farm. Vox goes back to heal up, build up, get ready for this ultimate fight that we know is coming. One more ace, and we can call it a win. So we come back up, clear the lane out of the way, let Vox take care of all that. And from here, we're just really looking for them. We're seeing if they're at the Kraken, what they're going to do. We spot Catherine in this bush. We know the others are close behind. See how we didn't really waste anything on Catherine, though? Right there, boom. Focus down Cruel. He's too little too late with his B ability. Now it's just Sky. We can really get her down pretty quick. The good thing about Taka against Sky is it's so easy to get out of the way of her stuff. Her forward barrage, her ultimate, whatever it is, you can just avoid it so easily. So right there, it's just 3-on-1. Not a lot Catherine can do. She's trying to get away, but not going to make it. Vox is pretty tough to run from, and so is Taka. So right there, a few more hits, and she goes down. So after that, we decided to go back, grab the Kraken. We know a Kraken ends this game. So we probably could have pushed right there and finished it without it. Just got our lane cleared up in our wave, but the lane's a little bit pushed back. And again, we know that the Kraken ends the game, so we go ahead and take it. Go back to the shop. I think I grabbed my tier 3 boots. Yeah, tier 3 boots and infusion. I grabbed a weapon infusion. No big deal. I mean, I probably should have grabbed a crystal power infusion, but just habit, I suppose. Grab that, and we're just being patient here, letting them deal with some of our minions. We don't want to engage too closely in front of those turrets without a good solid tank. So waiting on that slow Kraken to come. I don't know what Adagio was doing a little farming or shopping, I don't know, but finally catches up with us here in just a second. And we are ready for this final fight. Kraken comes in, they start focusing it down. But right there, the ultimate, we're a little bit far back, or at least I was, didn't get hit by it. Focus down Cruel. He has to run away. Just try to stay out of the range of that turret. Come back in, put a few shots onto Catherine. Find Cruel again. Put a few shots onto him. And from there, the first turret is down. Cruel throws his ultimate, doesn't hit anybody. Come back in with the ultimate, take him out, and that pretty much ended. Taking Cruel out of that fight is pretty much the end of this. I don't think they're able to stop us. It's too easy to avoid Sky's damage, and with the Kraken already on the Vayne, just not going to be anything they can do about it. Vox takes out Sky, we take out the Vayne, and that is a wrap. So good game. It was really cool. The North Remember guys reached out to me after the game, was like, hey, that was us. It was fun playing y'all. Let's do like an arranged scrimmage, and stuff like that. So we'll hopefully be doing things like that in the future. Maybe a new series. Who knows? But everybody gets a thumbs up. Was a good game for sure. Machitas and Ivan on my team. Looking at the builds here, pretty straightforward. Machitas you see building with a Breaking Point, a Sorrow Blade, and then actually a Shatter Glass, which is a little bit strange. Hybrid build, but obviously it worked. And then that Serpent's Mask to get a little bit of lifesteal. Me, I already talked about it during the match, but Alternating Current, Aftershock, and Broken Myth, which I shouldn't have gotten. Tension both starting off. Adagio, basically a straight support build, except for that Alternating Current. Also got that for a little extra damage. Looking at their Cruel, yes, a Breaking Point, a Bone Saw, which is a little bit strange, but I guess Adagio did have that Atlas Pauldron, but Bone Saw probably wouldn't have been my choice there. But got the Shiver still, and then just went straight defense. So pretty typical Saw build. Sky went with that Frostburn, so that's why you were seeing me slow down so much for sure. That and the Shiver still from Cruel, and went Eve of Harvest. So probably not, and a lot. Look at the heavy, heavy armor there. Would have been much better served with a fountain, having a third fountain on that team, or actually Cruel hadn't got his fountain yet, was building towards it. But having another fountain on that team would have helped out a lot, more so than that extra armor, and would have given you some life and things like that. Catherine, nothing special there. Pretty straightforward build. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, Jake, doing my best to help you guys suck less.